Hi everyone, welcome back and welcome if you're new. My name is Nikki and this is Interbeauty. And today we're going to talk about this kit from Glow Recipe. And everybody knows Glow Recipe of course, but I am not one to try out regular skincare in Sephora or Ulta, whatever. I usually use K-Beauty, but I want to venture out, I want to test it all. So I bought this kit so we could try it out together. I do already have the Glow Serum, but I use that one in combination with some concealer or some foundation to make it more of a skin tint. But as an actual serum, I never tried it. Or maybe once or twice, but not really in depth. And I thought it would be nice to do this kit together, because you have a full routine in here. So I thought it would be nice. Of course, there's no sunscreen in here, but we will fix that later. Let's start out with the Avocado Ceramide Moisture Barrier Cleanser. That sounds really good and I'm really curious to try it. I'm not really a big fan of avocados on my skin because I'm not sure what they do for your skin. But the creaminess sounds really good and ceramides I absolutely love. It comes out as more gel-like. I was expecting a more thicker paste, but I am going to use a bit more since I really want to show you the product. I'm going to rub it between my hands and pat it on my skin. There is a slight scent. It doesn't smell like avocados, maybe a hint of avocados, but more like a cream. And since I don't have any sink near me, I'm going to use the spray. Let's see how it emulsifies. It has a really nice feel to it. It's lovely, slippy, not really silicone-y. I do think it's going to really cleanse well, but won't be stripping because it's too thick for that. It becomes really liquidy, really wet if you use more water, as you would do on a sink. It doesn't sting the eyes. I'm taking it with my eyes and it doesn't sting my eyes. It's not really nice to have in your eyes though, because it does blur my vision. And if you have a lot in your eyes, it will sting. It does leave a really soft residue like this. I'm going to cleanse it again to see if it removes. It feels like there's a lot of cleanser still there. It feels like it has been removed, but it isn't stripping. It isn't really stripped or pulling, but it feels a bit squeaky. So it might be a bit too much for dry skin. Even though it does feel hydrated, it does leave a sticky film. So far I like the use of this cleanser. I think it's a really lovely leather. It doesn't really foam up, which I prefer because that's more stripping usually. This does feel really lovely and nice, but you do have to rinse it really well, otherwise it leaves a residue. And even after rinsing well, it does feel a little bit stripped. Not too much though, but maybe it's not really good for dehydrated or dry skin. For combination or oily skin, it would be really good. On the back it says it has ceramides, probiotics and colloidal oatmeal, which I really like. So yes, this is a cleanser that I would buy, but dry skin, be aware. Next one up is going to be the toner. This is the Watermelon Glow BHA Pore Tight Toner. They do say that you have to apply sunscreen, so you should apply this like an exfoliating toner and not like a hydrating toner, which is a bummer to me. I'm not sure if they do have a hydrating toner, because I like to use those for every day, but since I didn't exfoliate my skin this morning or anything, I can use this right now. I'm using an Innisfree cotton pad. I love those. I've shaken it up and let me apply some. Oh, it's really thick. It's more mucin-like. It could be an issue to get enough out. It's such a shame that it is exfoliating toner because this is the perfect consistency for hydrating toner. There might be some snail mucin in there or anything similar. But it has a really overpowering scent. If you don't like watermelon, don't try it. Wow, that's really heavily cucumber watermelon. This isn't something that I would use on a regular basis because of the scent. I'm glad I have a mini. I will try it out some more and review it later. The cleanser did remove everything because I had makeup on before and I removed it with a cleansing balm. But the cleanser did remove everything else, so there's no residue on there. That means the cleanser is a good cleanser actually. But the toner, it does feel hydrated, funny enough, but I'm so bummed out that it is an actual exfoliating toner because I love the feel that it leaves. It feels really smooth. Actually can feel that my skin is less dry. Maybe after a while you see some results with your pores, but for now I don't see much. I'm going to try it on the eyes. I know you shouldn't, but I'm going to try it for a sting test. It doesn't sting. That's really good. So if you come too close to the eyes, it's no issue. Okay, quick recap. I love the texture. I love the effect that it gives. It's really hydrating while exfoliating. So it could be a really good one for 2 or 3 times a week. However, the scent is really overpowering. So if you're sensitive to scents, don't use it. If you love a really strong scent, this would be the one for you. Glow Recipe, please remove the scent and please make a milky toner like this texture. Then we have the Watermelon Glow Drops. Everybody knows this one, of course. Usually I do 4 or 5 pumps. And I will apply that to my face and my neck. This one is almost not scented compared to the other one. There is a slight watermelon scent, but really faint. I was hoping that the same scent profile was in the toner. It doesn't sting the eyes. It goes in the skin really well. You will get a beautiful glow. Even at my acne showing right now. But you will get a beautiful glow instantly. So it's a really good one for skin prep. My skin feels hydrated. It feels plump. It bounces back. This is a really lovely serum. The only issue I have with this one is I'm not sure about the long-term effects. The cleanser states what kind of ingredients there are, like ceramide, probiotics and colloidal oatmeal. Those are really good ingredients for hydrating and comforting the barrier, but I'm not sure. This has niacinamide and this has watermelon, but not sure if it does enough for me in terms of skincare. Glow Recipe, however, is made in Korea. That's why I wanted to try it out. So quick recap. These glow drops are really lovely. My skin feels really soft, plump, hydrated, has a lovely glow, perfect for skin prep, has a slight scent. So if you don't like scents, this is a good one. If you are allergic to scent, don't use it because it still has fragrance in there. I'm not sure about the long-term effects though. I would like to have my skincare do more for me than just hydrate and give it a go. But for skin prep, a really good one. Then we have the eye cream, and this is the vitamin C gel eye cream. I am not a big fan of vitamin C in my eye products. Not because I don't like vitamin C, because I love vitamin C. It's just I don't want that ingredient around my eyes all the time. I'm already doing it 2 or 3 times a week on my whole face, and I will do my under eyes with it. So having an extra eye product with vitamin C removes it for the option putting it underneath my eyes on those days. And that's what I don't like. I would love to see something more brightening, more firming, more lifting, more hydrating underneath the eyes, and not something like vitamin C, you have loads of other options for brightening other than vitamin C. Same goes for retinol. I don't like those for under the eyes. I will use my regular retinol for under the eyes. But let's see how this one is. I usually do just a small drop for 2 eyes. It has a beautiful color to it. It has a scent again. This one is with Guava, but not too heavily fragranced, just like the serum, and not so much as the toner. It is indeed a more gel consistency, but not too much. It's not snail mucin. Yes, I use this finger for my eyes, but I don't press, I just glide. This does feel really nice. Doesn't sting the eyes. I do feel like it's going in really smooth and really fast. It won't leave a slip to it at the end. So I think that would be really good for your concealer. My eyes look hydrated, but nothing special. If you don't like the feel of silicones, you won't like this one, because this absolutely has a feeling of a silicone. It probably doesn't have any silicones because eye creams don't really need silicones, but it feels like one. So if you are not liking that feel, you probably won't like this one. I do feel a really soft movement. Just as a recap, this eye cream is really nice. It has a bit of a slip to it, so if you don't like silicone feel, don't use it. It is slightly scented, but my inner eyes feel really hydrated, not stinging the eyes. And I do think that my concealer would go on really nicely. I don't have any dehydrated lines right now, so it won't crease as much, to my opinion. I'm not certain of the long-term effects. I do know of course what vitamin C will do, but I'm not sure of the concentration. So in my opinion, it's a really lovely eye cream, again for skin prep. So my recommendation would to be use these two for your skin prep, and your under eyes and your face would be glowy, hydrated and really plump. Last one up is the Glow Recipe Plum Plump Hyaluronic Cream. It's a really tongue twister. It's only half filled, which is a bit of a shame actually. It is not a cream, it is a gel form. So I do think they should change the name to a gel and not a cream. It does have a strange scent, not in the packaging, but if you rub it between your hands. It does have a scent, but I can't really figure out which scent. It does feel nice on the skin. It is an absolute thin cream with some gel. Okay, a quick recap. This gel cream, because it's not a regular moisturizer, has a really unique scent. I'm not sure which scent because it isn't plum, to my opinion. But it leaves a very sticky, oily residue. Whereas this one would be better for oily skin, this would be better for dry skin. That's a strange combination in a set, in my opinion. It does really feel nice on the skin when you apply it, but it changes from a really lightweight gel to a really heavy, oily cream, which isn't preferred for your makeup, in my opinion, because your skincare and makeup won't really mesh together. It's not really sticky, but it's really slippery and oily. I do think that my foundation would slip on this one and would break up because of the oiliness in there. So this one would be better for the nighttime, but I don't think it's hydrating enough for the nighttime. So I am a bit confused about this one. I'm not certain I will use this one after this. This isn't glowy anymore, this is greasy. Okay, let's do a quick recap of this whole kit, because it's confusing me a bit. This one is a lovely gel cleanser that is perfect for your combination oily skin. It would be a bit too drying, in my opinion, for your dry skin, but still you could get away with it if you apply a more heavily moisturizer afterwards. I do think this one is nice. They have nice ingredients like ceramide, probiotics and colloidal oatmeal. So I would repurchase this one in a bigger size. This one was a bit of a bummer because I love the feel that it gives. I love the effect that it gives. But I hate the fact that it is so extremely scented to watermelon and cucumber. And I'm disappointed that it is an exfoliating toner and not an hydrating toner, because then I can only use it a couple times a week and not every single day. But I do still think that the product is worth it, just not the scent. So if you are sensitive to scent or you don't like a heavy scented product, don't buy it. If you don't buy it, it would be a nice product. I'm not certain if I will buy it. The serum is a really lovely product for your skin prep, and I would use it for my skin prep only because I'm not certain if the niacinamide and the watermelon do enough for my actual skincare routine in the morning and the evening. But for skin prep it would be really lovely. So this is the one that I would repurchase and I already have. The eye gel cream with Guava is a nice one, not too heavily scented. It's a really lovely feel underneath your eyes. It makes your skin hydrated and plump. It sinks in really well, so you don't have that really greasy under eye, and it's really good for your makeup. So this one would be another one for your skin prep. I would repurchase this one for just in the morning time. However, I would like to say that I'm not really fond of these vitamin C that's in here, just because I don't like to layer my vitamin C's every single day. But other than that, it's a really good eye cream. This one was really surprising in a better way, because when I opened it, it was a gel cream, which I do like for your makeup, because then it's a bit lighter but still hydrating. So I do prefer those in the morning as a skin prep. Since the other two were skin prep products as well, this one would be really good in combination with that. But this one changes to a really thick, oily cream. I'm not sure, because it isn't really hydrating like a cream, but if you rub it in, this one changes really quickly to a more silicone oil and leaves a really heavy residue. So I would use this one in the evening and not for my skin prep, but at the same time I don't think it's hydrating enough for the evening. I am a bit confused what to do with this product, especially since the other products are really good for the combination oily skin and not so much for dry skin. I'm not certain what this product does in this kit. Is there anyone that do love this product? Please let me know, because I'm really curious. Do like that I got this box. I am really happy that I got these minis, because then I could try them out and not buy the full size immediately. There are a few products that I would repurchase. I do think it's a really lovely kit to try out for minis. I do think that the products are a good size. You can actually try them out. They are really good, balanced between the sizes. I just wish they would put in a different moisturizer and tell us for which skin type this would suit, because I'm missing that on the box. If you're still doubting to get this box, I would say if you are combination oily skin, you could try it out for the 4 first products and skip the moisturizer. But for dry skin, maybe if you already love some other products from Glow Recipe and you want to try out the other ones. But otherwise I would try and get a different box. Please let me know what you think of this kit, what you think of the Glow Recipe products, what product I should try out next from Glow Recipe, because now I'm getting really curious about the brand, and which kit or brand I should try out next, especially in the drugstore or in the high-end category, because I already know so many K-beauty brands that I absolutely love. So if you have any other recommendations, please let me know. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video and comment down below what you think of Glow Recipe, and I will see you soon. Bye guys!